Welcome to Barber Motorsports Park here in Birmingham, Alabama. Ralph Shaheen with you. I've got Ava Hansen joining me here in the booth as we get ready to go racing here today. Beautiful shots from high above this gorgeous facility. You can see the Formula Regional America cars all gridded up on the false grid, getting ready to go. And down in the midst of all the cars and the excitement getting ready to go, as we see Charlotte and her web here. If you know about Barber, you know all about Charlotte and her web. Ben Sissel knows all about Charlotte, don't you, Ben?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The Formula Regional Americas Championship here at Barber Motorsports Park. I have been so excited to come here. I've heard all about it. I live about 2.5 miles north of here in Franklin, Tennessee. And I've always heard how beautiful this place is, but it's even more beautiful than can be described. It's unbelievable. But we're talking about this championship, Formula Regional Americas Championship. Third in the points right now. And Roberto Moreno, who we're going to talk to, he warned me early on in the season. He said, don't come talk to my drivers about the championships and distract them. So I'm going to talk to you, who, you know, knows how to win and run in championships. So, Roberto, what are you telling the drivers?
Well, the worst thing we can do is ask the drivers about the championship, because we want them to be calm. They all know they're fighting for the championship. They have to be careful not to crash the car, be in a smooth race. And then the race will settle itself. So they all push hard. They all push their best. So they do that with cautious today. So they are there at the end. And then whoever's in front gets the point for the championship. So I remember in my old days, I used to ask any press person, please never come and talk to me before the race, because it distracts your mind, puts your mind into a different mode. So it's important for you just to think what you must do. All the corners. I always tell my drivers, you've got to do a 1, 2, 3. So you've got to think about braking, mid, and exit. And you do that one step before you get there. So you keep your mind focused on the next corner. When you see the race is over and you haven't thought about anything else other than what you must focus.
Nice, I love it. Well, see, if you want to get an expert opinion, you might as well ask the expert. Thank you very much, Roberto. So watch for Bruno Ribeiro, currently third. But this championship has been so close all year long. He is currently at 228 points. Titus Sherlock, our leader, is at 248. And between them is Nico Ambiado. But right now, Bruno is starting first in a track that's very difficult to pass. Then we've got Golan here, Brady Golan from Toney Driver Development, the Indianapolis area. Like I said, Bruno is from Brazil. We've got Brady here from Indianapolis. You can see that they're focused, that they're out there ready to go, the drivers. And I'm going to take Roberto's advice and not talk to the drivers right now. But what separates kind of these FR cars from F4 that comes out, you can see the double wings, a little bit wider tires. There's these little indentations here, a little bit bigger turbo, but there's more wing, more downforce and aero on these cars. But they're great cars. The Formula Regional Americas Championship, this is probably my favorite one that we've covered in probably the last 5 years. Absolutely love it. Now, speaking of championships, this gentleman here, Cooper Shipman, wrapped up the Formula 4 United States Championship last round at VIR. And to the ladder system, you go from there to FR. Well, he's getting a little bit of a jump start. I think he's doing this event here at Barber to just kind of get used to what he's going to be in next season. So watch for him to qualify third his first time out. Very, very impressive, but we've been nothing but impressed with Cooper Shipman, who was brought to us, suggested to us by Will Power. So we know that he knows a lot about this stuff. Then we've got Jett Bowling here. I love this car, Jett Bowling from the Austin, Texas area, running Bullhorn. I want to mention Bullhorn. They've been a long-time sponsor and supporter of Jett Bowling. Also Texas Orthopedic Associates, and somebody that's also working with Jett all season long. Well, one, my friend Jonathan Green. I love having him out here. But David Brabham. So we just spoke to Roberto Moreno, but David Brabham is constantly talking to him and coaching and working with the teams, a former F1 driver. So it's just really cool. It's like a who's who of drivers here in our paddock. Now, our current points leader, and Titus Sherlock, has had a crazy season. He started out first couple rounds way out front and then kind of fell back and has now come back to lead. But he was the fastest car in practice and qualifying, but because of a tire infraction, he moves back 5 grid places. So he would have started up there, and now with the championship heating up like it is, and a tough track to pass, to overtake, it's going to be very difficult for him to get back up there into the front to defend. And right now, Bruno's going to try to make as much room between the two. So he's been really fun. I'll come back in front. I do want to mention the Ronald McDonald House Charities in the Philadelphia region. So we appreciate Ronald McDonald House for coming in and sponsoring Titus Sherlock. Now we come over here, James Lawley from Nova Scotia, ladies and gentlemen, Halifax, Nova Scotia. He came here. This was his first time here. We actually saw he and his mom at the Bass Pro Shops the other day, and we did a little target practice on their air guns at the Bass Pro Shops, but you can see he is focused. He's got the Nova Scotia flag there representing, so we love that. Let's talk to Hayden Bowlesby. Hayden Bowlesby, come on in here. So when we get this far into the championship, we've never had a closer championship in FR. What are you guys telling your drivers?
Pretty much just keep it clean and do what we can out there on the track. As you've been saying, it's going to be pretty close coming up these last 2 races. So we just got to do everything as a team to work together to prevail in that. So we'll see what happens.
Nice. And Hayden Bowlesby, longtime competitor in FR, so he knows just a little bit about everything. Dennis Jones walking by us out there in the Porsche 911. I love it. Connor Roberts doing very, very well. He also did really well at CTMP. That seems to be his track, and this track is kind of has some of the technicality that CTMP does, so we might see him doing really, really well here, running with Atlantic. Barrett Wolfe, I got to say this, always one of my favorite cars. Just love this blue. He's running the Crosslink Motorsports, but he's got next gen on the side of the car. So we love having Barrett out here, I believe from the Las Vegas area. But this is probably always one of my favorite cars. I just love this blue. The Luca Day back here with the purple with Toney Driver Development doing very, very well. I love these TDD cars, how they kind of resemble each other. They have kind of a similar livery. Now, in second place, who has to start back here with a grid penalty, is from an event that happened at our last round of VIR, Nico Ambiado. He's starting 10th, but he's second in points with 235. So watch for this 5.5 car to really move up. Ralph, they're starting down here. They're about to release. I'm going to send it up to you guys in the booth, and we'll be down here in pit lane.
All right, Ben, thank you. Great look and feel of the cars. Really tight points championship here, Ava. How do you feel about today's race?
So for these guys, yeah, this is real close. It's a lot of, like, kind of what Roberto Moreno said about how all these drivers got to stay calm and collected. If I was in, let's say, one of the points leader's shoes, if like first, second, or third in the points, I would be kind of stressed out. But, you know, as Roberto said, you got to stay calm in order to get the results you're looking for.
Now, our guy Ben likes getting in there and talking to all the drivers and doing all that. Does he bother you?
No, I love it. I love when he comes over and, like, interviews not only me but all the other drivers. It really gives an idea to the spectators on the live stream what's going on in that driver's mind and what they're kind of looking for.
Yeah, there's 2 different ways of looking at it, right? Some people like to be alone in their thought, kind of in their little world, and a lot of drivers talk about once they get the helmet on, they get in the cockpit, that's their time, their space. Others like to have that interaction with people, noise, music going on, whatever, kind of take you away from overthinking the pressure at the moment, and that would put pressure on you.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on in Nico's cockpit right now. It looks a little bit...
And don't forget, he's one of those drivers competing for the championship. He is right in the middle of this, and he's getting out of the car, so whatever it is not good. Boy, that's really going to shake things up. Came into this, second in the points and stuck at the back of the field anyway. Doesn't look like they're saying terminal just yet, but they are definitely working on it. They've got him out of the car, I think, just so they get deeper into it.
Yeah, I think so. That's going to open up a whole new route for points.
Any guesses as to what that could have been from?
I mean, it looked like a lot of white smoke, so maybe it was the fire extinguisher inside the car, but I'm not sure because it looked like a lot of white smoke coming out.
It would not be the first time I've seen that happen where a driver has an issue like that. Sometimes they can just go off on their own. Sometimes you accidentally hit the button. Be myriad of things, right?
I stay as far away as I can from that button. There's got tape over it. My dad's like, do not touch the red button. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, if you need it, you need it. But if you don't need it, leave it alone, right?
Right.
This is down into the hairpin. Have you figured this track out yet?
I think I'm pretty confident in where I'm standing right now as of learning the track. I think there's a few more changes I can make, little tiny tweaks to make around the circuit, but as of right now, I got it pretty down.
I got to tell you, I was sitting up here yesterday watching, and I was watching your session, saw you going down into this hairpin here. I was like, look at Ava, you go, girl. You were really moving the mail down there.
Oh, yeah, brake late and hard.
Hard, absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, that corner's a little scary since it's downhill, so a lockup isn't unusual there.
This is on the backside over here, heading over to the museum. Did you go through the museum?
I didn't. When we got here a day early and it was closed.
You and I have to talk because you have a lot of things on your list I need you to do.
I got to start crossing things off my bucket list.
That is the Barber Motorsports Vintage Museum right there, and it is beyond spectacular. Every square inch of that building you see there is packed full of something. Whether it's a motorcycle or a race car, it is literally every inch full of just incredible beauty. You need to go in there.
Yeah, get me in there.
Not a problem. Bruno Ribeiro and Brady Golan are going to be on the front row. Cooper Shipman, Jett Bowling, of course. Ben already introduced you to most of these drivers here. Titus Sherlock, our points leader, back in fifth. James Lawley alongside. Connor Roberts, Barrett, Wolfe, and then Lincoln Day. And now Nicolas Ambiado, not sure what the problem is there. Kevin Janzen out of Canada and Anthony Attiello. Those two drivers at the back end of the field here. Have you found all the beautiful pieces of art?
You know, I've seen some. Like, I saw a cat and some ants in the driver's meeting. I was like, wow, that's cool. And I've seen Charlotte's Web, obviously, going down into turn 5, and I was like, wow, that is a big spider.
You saw the big lady in the pond?
Yeah, when the little sky view like this was going on the live stream, I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Yep, and the haining people from the bridges and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah. They got it all going on here.
Yeah.
Now, this racetrack, I was talking to Amy Ruman about this the other day. It can be a little dirty out there, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you gotta be careful going into T1, especially with all the marbles on your tires, on the freshly hot tires. But it's just something you kind of learn over time.
Getting ready for our standing start. Do we see Nicolas out there? I don't see him. Do you?
No, I don't.
Looks like there's an open spot on the grid, which is where he would be. We got one driver waving his hands back here. The very back, just in front of Kevin Jansen's car. That would be at the very tail end of the field. I believe that would be Lincoln Day.
Yeah.
Boy, all kinds of drama before the start of this one. It looks like maybe it's delaying our start here.
I think it's going to be an aborted start.
Yeah, it's looking like it, isn't it? So the procedure for the aborted start for the drivers, the yellows now come out, would be?
So for these cars, I believe it's just going to be a full restart. They're going to go all the way around.
Here we go.
Oh, maybe not. Oh,
no,
maybe.
They aren't. They're going to just
avoided.
roll them around. We heard the revs come up, and I think we both thought,
got
okay,
excited.
we're getting ready, yeah.
Yeah, so now Kevin's got to work his way around that car.
Yeah, it looks like he is not rolling at all.
So I believe for these guys, their aborted start procedure is they come around double file again. I think maybe Day had a stall. Couldn't get back going, possibly.
Yeah. Two cars, same row, having issues. Curse of that row, huh? Was it row 5 back there or something like that?
Something like that. I'm good. I'll stay away from that row.
Yeah, so you want 4 or 6 when you go out later.
Yeah.
How is your car? How are you feeling for your race as we wait for these guys to come back around?
I'm feeling pretty confident. So we qualified P5, so we're starting in a pretty good spot. As of racecraft, I feel like I'm pretty confident. It's the last race of the season. We're going to try and go all out, kind of end with a bang. But yeah, I'm just overall feeling pretty confident in where I'm standing.
Just to clarify, last race weekend, because you got a race today and tomorrow.
True. Yep. Yeah. So last race weekend of the season. Got to go out with a bang. Yep.
Yeah.
A little bit more conservative in race 1. Race 2, I'm all out.
There you go. What will you do in the off season?
We're going to try and just look into ways that I can maintain racecraft freshness. So whether it be like maybe doing some test sessions down south, doing a bit of karting here and there, but maybe just finding ways to maintain that freshness in the car.
Let's take a look at the point standings. You see the giant dragonflies on the rock down there. Have you seen those guys?
No, I know. There's so much stuff.
Here's a look at the points. Titus Sherlock, 248.5, as Ben pointed out. Nicolas Ambiado, 235, but he's out right now. Not seeing him entering back into the racetrack. And Bruno Ribeiro, 228. So right now, those are the three guys that are mathematically within a shot here. And then everybody else pretty much on the outside looking in, getting ready for 26. And the winner of this championship is going to get a $100,000 check.
Wow.
To then go wherever they want to go from here, which could be Indy next, could be somewhere overseas, could be a nice vacation, could be just about anything, right?
Go to Europe, not for the racing, but for a vacation.
Just for the vacation. Yeah. Unlike the other championships, like the one that you're in. Oh, looks like they came off the hook.
Oh.
With your championship, you move up to F4. Automatically, you get a full season in F4. If you win the Ligier JFC title, you win F4. That takes you up to Formula Regional Americas. Yep. So that's kind of how it all plays out. These guys are all in pit lane now, aren't they?
Yeah, it looks like they're pulling them in. I don't think they could get them going in time.
Yeah, they're on pit lane. And rolling right through. Oh, maybe because the car was on the entrance to turn one on the outside.
Yeah.
Just figure it's easier to take them down pit lane. Okay, that makes sense.
A little safety route going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have to tow them around. They might have to tow Day around the entire track. Looks like you can't get them rolling again.
Yeah.
So that might take some time.
I've been not receiving any word on Ambiado as to what the problem was for him.
Very unfortunate.
And Lincoln Day here in the Toney driver development entry. So frustrating. You spend all morning getting yourself fired up mentally and excited and ready to go, and you're on the grid literally moments away from racing off to turn one, and the thing quits on you.
Yeah, it's all part of the game. There's always ups and downs, but unfortunately the downs can sometimes ruin your day.
What's been the hardest portion of the racetrack to get your arms around, to figure out?
For me, I feel like the hardest section is 6 and 7. So
that's coming out of the hairpin?
Yeah. Yep. So I feel like 7 is the hardest part of the track for me. It's just the quick turnarounds from 6 and then going into 7.
So this would be 6 here.
Yeah, I think. Yep. So this downhill, sharp right.
And then this would be 7.
Yep. We just need to find a little bit more speed there. But otherwise, the back part of the track I'm doing fairly well in. But
yeah, because it's very flowing through here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it was an electrical issue, we're being told now, for Nicolas Ambiado.
And it looks like Jett fell back in the field. Oh, yeah, Jett's having some issues. You can see him going real slow over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that 22. Man, just unlucky.
Boy, yeah, tough morning for a handful of competitors.
Yeah. So hopefully he can get himself.
Oh, they're going to do a rolling start now.
So. Yeah. Hopefully he can get himself tucked behind a wall, so he don't have to do another restart. Oh,
yeah, there he goes.
There he goes. Yep, pit lane.
Headed to the pit lane. 3 cars out before we even take the green here. Getting ready to go. Formula Regional Americas at Barber Motorsports Park. We're racing. Ribeiro, first one to turn 1. Golan locks it up a little bit. Where's Titus Sherlock? He's got to make his way up there quickly.
Looking clean so far.
All those cars that had issues too, Ava, were all behind Titus, so that didn't really help him out at all. Headed down into the hairpin for the first time.
Little
big smoke. That's out of Atiello's car. Ribeiro, there's Golan. There's a 31 of Sherlock. Boy, he's creeping up quickly now, isn't he? Already up to 3rd.
P3. Great start by him.
He could mathematically clinch it after this race here today, but let's be honest, it'd be a little tough. He'd pretty much have to win, and everybody else would have to go out right now.
Yep.
So the chances are pretty good that he is going to. There's Bowling's car.
Jett. Some
engine issue going on of some sort. So this race championship will probably go down to tomorrow, which you'll see live right here as we settle the title fight, the $100,000 check, which Ben, I believe, is paying. Awfully thoughtful of it. Oh, one off. 13 car of Barrett Wolfe.
Didn't hit anything, so that's good. He's able to keep going.
Field headed down into the hairpin here. Here's Sherlock trying to look inside of Golan. That's been a tricky corner. It's easy to get too wide there, isn't it?
Yep. The car definitely has its way of pushing you out on the exit of that corner.
Brady doing everything he can to defend against Titus, who is definitely on full attack mode. Stuck right up underneath that rear wing of Brady's.
Now this is a tricky spot to pass. There's not really many opportunities throughout this section, so he's going to have to hang back.
Oh, there goes Wolfe around. Looks like just got on a little too quick coming up that final corner.
He let the car settle before he hopped on power.
Charlotte just looking for someone to pounce on down there in her web. Best spot to pass here really is on the entrance into the hairpin here.
Yeah, or...
And Bruno has fallen all the way back here. Look at the 01. It's dropped way back to 4th. And Golan has moved into the lead. Sherlock, and now it looks like Ribeiro having more problems.
He might. He's dropping back still.
Here they come, headed towards the chicane, the hairpin.
Yeah, he's definitely losing lots of ground. You can definitely see they pull power on him a lot out of that corner. Maybe he's having some mechanical issues there.
Yeah, he is all the way back because the 14 is Cooper Shipman, and Ribeiro's further back than that. I believe he's back to about 6th or 7th.
It looks like we have Kevin in pit lane too. Kevin just pulled into pit lane.
Yeah, sure did. Kevin Janzen right there in the 24.
Lots of issues this morning.
I tell you what, if Titus just hangs in there long enough, it might he might be the only car left running.
Just lay back and be conservative.
Yeah, right. Well, you certainly don't want to do anything silly at this point because it is all going Titus Sherlock's way right now. Win or finish second, it couldn't have gone better at this point. Brady Golan out front and leading.
Very strong top 3.
Huge gap back here to Ribeiro. Not even seeing him as the leaders go by us on the front straightaway.
Oh,
I think he's headed to pit lane because the entire field has gone by us.
Yeah. Yep. There he is.
So Bruno Ribeiro is on pit lane. Unbelievable day here, as this one has just gone upside down, sideways, flipped over 3 or 4 times, and continues to get crazy.
Yeah.
Our Formula Regional Americas, round number 19 of 20. And I think if you'd taken the entire season up to this point, we haven't had this much drama all year long, let alone in one race. And they're looking at the left rear on Bruno's car, and he's just frustrated, can't believe it. Came into the day second in the championship.
Yeah, I think so.
Second or third.
Yeah, every right to feel that frustration. Go into it with the mindset of the calm and collected, and we're going to put this on the podium, and something like that happens, and it just totally ruins your day.
Bruno was third in the points.
Man.
7 points behind Ambiado, and Ambiado is out. He was the first one to fall victim here today. So it's been a crazy run. The only one who's having luck, of course, the points leader.
Way wide in turn 2 for somebody. Didn't see who it was. Dropped a tire and went off. Not sure who it was, though.
So it's Brady Golan out front in the white car. Titus Sherlock looking to attack at the hairpin in the orange, number 31. Then Cooper Shipman running in third in car number 14.
Yeah, Cooper's definitely got a handle on that car. Super impressed by him.
And don't forget, Cooper moving up into this category for the first time as he won the F4 championship, not running F4 this weekend, focusing on this, getting ready to fight for this championship next year. And based on how he's performing, taking all the other problems out of it, he is still driving fantastic because he's running up here with Brady and Titus, who've been in the thick of this championship fight all year.
For sure, yeah. I did some karting with Cooper back in the day, and he's definitely always been a strong driver, so I'm not too surprised that he's up in top 3 already.
And he is filling up the mirrors of Titus Sherlock right now. That's James Lawley, Connor Roberts, I believe, back there behind Cooper.
It looks like Golan is pulling a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, Connor Roberts. Lawley, Roberts is 4th, Lawley 5th. And then everybody else behind that pretty much having issues.
Yeah, the gap right now I think is 7/10 from Golan to Sherlock. So he's starting to pull a little bit of a gap.
This track will test your patience, won't it?
Oh, yeah. Especially throughout this entire section, there's not many spots you can really pass. So you just got to kind of hang out in the person you're behind's mirrors until you get onto that straightaway. Or maybe send it in turn 14-ish.
If you can get out of the final corner, turn 17 onto the front straightaway, you can make something happen going into 1. Your next best shot would be going into the hairpin. After that, you're kind of waiting till you come back around again, aren't you?
Exactly. Yeah, this top 3 is just nice and calm, being very conservative. Looks
Mr.
like
Barber's vision for this facility was for it to be an absolutely beautiful park, which it is, that just happens to have a very fast road that winds through it. And I think he accomplished what his vision was.
For sure. Very, very fast track. Very fun, too.
That's the section down there through 6 and 7 that you were talking about, and into 8.
Yeah, that section right there kind of reminds me of Roller Coaster and Hog Pen at VIR.
Yeah, it's all downhill, isn't it?
Yep.
A lot of elevation here.
Nice little corkscrew through 6 and 7.
Big uphill climb right there. There's Bruno Ribeiro.
Man,
See
tough.
Janzen's car. See Barrett Wolfe's car. Boy, there's a whole parking lot there, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like Brady's pulling an even bigger gap on Sherlock.
And that's a downhill through the 1, and then it goes back uphill as you're headed over to 2.
Yep.
And then as soon as you come around this right-hander, you're going downhill again.
Downhill again, yep. Lots of elevation changes.
Jett bowling right there. Hopeful to return. Told a mechanical issue for the 22. So we are told if it ends like this, because everybody's out, Titus will win this championship here today. So
Titus
we
just gotta stay.
We kind of half-jokingly said as this race got started that if Titus gets to the front and then everybody falls out, he could mathematically clinch it today. And guess what?
Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse. That is exactly what has happened here today. And I would have bet my house and yours on the fact that that would not have been the case.
Yeah.
Not to get all of them out like that. Hate to see it.
Yeah, say nothing about my race. Say that'll be really good.
Well, hopefully somebody's told that to Titus on the headsets, on the radio, so that he knows don't do anything silly. Don't go dive bombing on Brady at this point. Think big picture.
A first and a championship clinch? I don't know.
Yeah, right? It's hard to not take it.
He's really closing that gap on Brady, though, so he might be making some moves towards the end of the race.
Well, he's got just inside of 12 minutes to go.
Lots of curb usage throughout that section.
Yeah, you just run right up and over it, don't you?
The more curb, the better.
I have not driven this circuit in a car, but I've gone through some high-speed motorcycle schools here, to the Kevin Schwantz school here, and it's the same thing on the bikes.
Yeah,
up and over the curbing and
with the bike.
With the bike, oh yeah.
So you get like a lot of airtime, I bet.
Not a lot. If you weigh what I weigh, you're not getting off the ground much. You need an Evel Knievel jump.
Yeah, my dad did a bit of motorcycle stuff, but not here.
Yeah. And it looks like the gap now between second to third has hugely grown as Cooper Shipman has lost touch with those two, but they're catching up to Autiello, the back end of the field there.
Shake things up.
That might be the opening that Titus needs. If he can figure out how to catch up Brady there.
When you're catching lapped cars, you always want to be leading. That's what I've been taught. You never want to be behind first or second or third. You just always want to be leading when you're catching lappers. Yeah, I think Cooper might have had a little mistake and he lost touch.
It doesn't take long to lose a lot of ground here, does it?
No, one mistake is very costly.
So we're being told fourth or better is pretty much with everybody out that Titus needs, and of course he's running in second. Ribeiro is listed back in seventh, I believe. Yeah.
He's out.
He's in ninth.
Yeah.
And then Ambiado not even making the start. So sixth or better, we're told now, with Ribeiro back in ninth. So that's what we're looking at with 9 minutes remaining here. Round 19 of Formula Regional Americas. And they're trying to get inside Autiello. Both Brady and Titus will do so. Jett Bowling's going to return for 9 minutes of lapping.
Very respectful throughout turn one for Anthony for letting those two leads by.
Yeah, he did a great job of moving out of the way and giving them a chance to get past clearly, let the race go on for the lead. There is Ribeiro's car.
Bringing it back.
Boy, and how tough for those crew members, too, to have worked so hard to prepare the car, thinking we're giving our driver the best shot to win, to be in the fight for this championship all the way to the end. And sometimes even something out of their control that they didn't even touch could be what derails the title.
Yeah, it's definitely a mental block when something like this happens, and especially since they have a race tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
It's going to definitely impact what their mentality is going to look like for tomorrow.
Well, and it's going to be hard to get your excitement level up to even work on the car at this point, because you're like, it's over.
Yeah,
we
matter,
let our guy
right?
down.
Yeah, racing's, I always say it's more of a mental game than a physical game.
Oh, for sure.
It's like cat and mouse between Golan and Sherlock right now.
Brady locks it up a little bit. Have you waved at the Buffalo as you've gone past him over there?
I've seen them. I haven't waved, though. I haven't had a chance to.
Just to the left over here is where you'd see the Buffalo before you get down to turn 6. And there's a pack of, I haven't been able to see it from here, it's a pack of lions or hyenas or something stalking them.
I saw something. Something's over there. I just never been able to pinpoint what kind of animal it was. There's too much stuff.
Did you see Bigfoot?
No, there's Bigfoot?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. See if we can point out a couple.
I'll just take one really, really slow lap and just point. Look, there's Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Just be like that.
So Bigfoot is just past the bridge where you're coming up by the museum.
Oh.
On your driver's right, there's a big waterfall that they've built over there. And at the top of the waterfall is a really large Bigfoot.
Oh, I'll keep an eye on now.
Yeah, he's way up at the top. And we pointed out the dragonflies. And here they come down the front straightaway. Down into one. Oh no, that's actually, I'm twisted around. That's down into the hairpin. All right, so Buffalo on your left. Over here through 6 and 7, and then down to 8. As you come off the bottom of 8, and we took to a different camera, unfortunately. That's Barrett Wolfe right there in the 13. So Golan has led every lap of this. These two guys are actually squabbling a little bit over because that's Lincoln Day out there with him, so he's back out on the track as well. Brady has led every lap here. Well, no, he didn't lead every lap. We had Ribeiro out front for just a couple, one or two.
And then he had that issue.
And then he had the issue, and then Brady took over.
It looks like he pulled another half-a-second gap on Sherlock, so Sherlock's got to reel him back in again.
5 minutes remaining here.
I can't say this. I have seen the spider, for sure.
Charlotte's hard to miss.
I've seen her.
See if our cameras can follow along with these guys. We'll point out to you next time where Bigfoot is at so you can wave next time you go by. Coming down through here. Just off to the right there. You see the little pond area? Up in those trees there's a big waterfall, and at the top of that waterfall is where you'll find Bigfoot.
I'll pull over and wave.
There you go.
On the pace lap, I'll pull over, wave just for you. There's a pond.
Not sure. Yeah, that's Bigfoot leaning up against the tree.
Oh,
there you see him.
Yeah, I'll definitely
see
say
it?
hi.
Kind of the gray. He's facing away from our camera, but that's Bigfoot right
Imagine
there.
seeing that at night.
Isn't that great?
Terrifying.
You know how you go to you've been to Disney World?
Nope.
No. Okay. Another thing we got to put on your list. Anyway, if you go to Disney World or Disneyland, they have these things called hidden Mickeys all over the place.
I've heard about that.
You kind of look for the little Mickey logos hidden everywhere. It's kind of like that when you come here to Barber, only it's not little hidden Mickeys. It's gigantic Bigfoots or Black Widow spiders or a lady in a pond. Hopefully we'll get a shot of that.
Little Easter eggs.
Yeah, before the weekend is over, we can show you the lady in the pond, because that's I was bringing our cameraman in with me this weekend. He had never been here before. One of our camera guys, Travis, as we were coming from the airport, and he had never been here. I was kind of telling him, I said, yeah, you're going to love shooting here because there's all this stuff in around. I go, for example, on your right, and he saw the giant lady in the front. Oh, my God, look
Let me
at
get a
that.
picture.
I mean, she's huge. It's
Yeah.
massive.
There's like 2 little dolls sitting right on the pit wall, right when you pull in a pit in, and there's Bigfoot.
There's Bigfoot.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's not little. It's
That
big
thing is
Bigfoot.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. That's like 1 out of the 100 stuff that's hidden around here. Yeah, but I was pulling into pit in, and there's 2 little kid dolls sitting on it. I thought they were actually little kids until I got closer, and they were like plastic. I was like, okay, I see how it is. Scary.
Inside of 3 minutes to go, Brady Golan, can he hold off Titus Sherlock?
Still got that half-second gap.
Oh, issue at the back of the field is on Lincoln Day.
Yep.
Bringing some of
Got
the
that
grass
going
out
quick,
onto the
yeah.
track. Cube 3 architecture corners.
Yeah, that corner is a little tricky. If you drop a tire off, you're guaranteed to spin out there. Should bring a little bingo card to this track before you come. Like,
Right.
if you see a buffalo, check. This will probably be white flag next time by.
Yeah, we're down to inside of 2 minutes.
Very crazy race. Lots of curses going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been different. We had Ambiado have issues, Janzen, Rivero, Bowling, Day. There's your white flag.
So nearly
Barrett,
half the
Wolfe.
field, yeah.
And that's more than half the field, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right at about half. 6 out of 12 cars I count there. That is crazy. This is not a series that normally has a lot of mechanical issues or anything like that, and they've been all been different. It's not like you can say, well, there's a bad batch of, you know, rear
Mechanical
hubs or
issues,
something,
yeah.
you know, that went out. There's the lady hanging off the bridge. Have you seen her?
Yes, I have. On the cool down lap, I was like, what is that?
She fell during the IndyCar weekend earlier this year.
Yeah, I totally forgot about it until the cool down lap, and I saw it again. And I was like, what the heck?
They
There's
made
so
sure
much
she's
stuff.
up there pretty good now.
I thought it was real again. Like,
So Brady won the second race at Nola at the very first race weekend of the year, and here he is on his way to victory again. This will be win number 2 for 2025, and he'll get it here in the first race at Barber Motorsports Park, round 19. So round 2 and round 19 headed Brady Golan's way. Here he comes off the front straightaway. Checker flag waves for Brady Golan, but the championship will go to Titus Sherlock in car 31 as he wins the Formula Regional Americas Championship for 2025.
great race.
And it was just a tremendous season for Titus from the beginning. I think he's just been on it literally all year.
See some sportsmanship between those 2 drivers, congratulating each other side by side.
And how about Shipman?
Yeah.
Cooper finishes 3rd in his first race of Formula Regional Americas
That's something to celebrate for him.
as he comes in as the 2025 F4 champion, getting ready for a run for this title next year. And based on his performance here today, and hopefully we'll see out of him again tomorrow in that 14, I think he's going to be somebody to deal with next year.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a threat.
Well, be anxious to find out where Titus Sherlock is going next. He's got $100,000 getting ready to go into his bank account.
Is he going to go for a car or a vacation? We'll see.
Where would you go?
Definitely a car. Somewhere in Europe.
Okay.
Move up in the ranks.
That would be your thought.
Yeah, or maybe Las Vegas. We'll see.
There's a look at the results. Brady Golan, Titus, Sherlock, Cooper, Shipman. Then it was Connor Roberts and James Lawley surviving for 4th and 5th. Barrett Wolfe comes back out on the track, ends up finishing 6th. Anthony Ottiello, Lincoln Day, Jett Bowling, Bruno Ribeiro, Janzen, and Ambiado. What a crazy race here at round 19.
Lots of unfortunate lucks amongst all the drivers out there.
Really something. Kiwi Motorsports locking up their 3rd consecutive Formula Regional Americas Team Championship. And the Masters Championship, I believe right now Anthony Ottiello is on his way to locking that up because he had a 3-point lead over Kevin Janzen coming into today, and then Kevin had his issues.
DNF, yeah.
So it's certainly looking, they're probably going to have to race through tomorrow. And if Anthony doesn't have any issues tomorrow, it should be his.
And he finished 7th, so he got a bunch of points from that, so he should be well ahead now. I could see Sherlock.
And Lincoln Day was back in the car for the first time since Road America, and he ends up finishing 8th today.
Yeah.
After having issues, battle back from that.
Yeah, lots to be proud of in this race.
There's the champ getting out of the car. A lot of hugs all the way around for the Crosslink team.
Yeah, lots of excitement.
All right, Ben, you got a new champion down there with you. Take it away.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can see here Crosslink going crazy. His uncle came in to give him the big congratulations. I could say, Gil, come in here while he's taking off the helmet. Let's talk to you. Provisionally, Titus Sherlock, one of the weirdest championships because he started the season so strong and then midway through fell back. That's got to feel so good. How you feeling?
Kept fighting and a little bit of luck came our way and we pulled this off. I can't even, I'm speechless.
Nice job. Really... Congratulations. Well, let's talk to Titus. He has been wanting this for a while. He's been in the organization through F4, through FR, now provisionally Titus. And you guys got to get loud. Crosslink, come on, let's hear it. Provisional champion, Titus Sherlock. Titus, how does it feel?
Oh, I can't even describe it. What a roller coaster it has been. Not this season, but this weekend as well. They threw everything at us, but we still did it. So really happy, and can't thank everybody here enough and all these orange shirts. They've done an amazing job the whole season. No mistakes. And that's why we're here, so I can't thank them enough.
Nice job. Titus Sherlock, our provisional 2025 Formula Regional Americas Championship champion. But let's talk to Brady Golan. Second win on the season. Where is he? Still in the car. Hasn't gotten out of the car yet. I think just kind of letting it sink in. So we're going to get him getting out of the car. Gavin's going to take our shots. Let's do this. Let's watch him get out of the car. Come on now. Hey, come on now, crowd. Let's get a little bit loud for him. Brady Golan winning the race. Showing a very aggressive number one, I might add. Let's come over and talk to him with Toney Driver Development. Oh, he's getting a picture. Showing the logo. Very nice, very nice. All right, come talk to me. Second win of the season. Crazy race, great track. How was it for you out there?
Yeah, it was a great race, honestly. Cooper and Titus did a wonderful job also following. They're both smart drivers, but, I mean, we won. I'm happy.
We won, and I'm happy is what he said. Nice job. Well, I'm going to send it back up to you in the booth, Ralph, and then John Phippa is going to take away for the victory circle.
All right, Ben, thank you very much. That's Mo Murray down there from Ligier in the blue shirt walking around congratulating everybody, handing out Ligier hats. Of course, all these chassis are Ligier's.
Yep, very nice chassis.
This was the race getting underway. Some of the highlights. Anthony Ottiello locking things up there, but he would survive for a good finish. Barrett Wolfe had his problems. Good battle for the lead between 3 cars throughout the entirety of this event. But Brady Golan taking over the lead once Ribeiro had his issues, and Brady never looked back. Well, I'm sure he looked back a couple of times. But there's Lincoln Day having his spin. And Titus would close up again, but at the end it would be the Crosslink team celebrating as their guy would lock up the championship. Brady gets the win. Titus gets the title. And the celebration is underway.
Very good driving between both of those drivers at the race.
All right. We're going to step away for a minute. Ava, thank you very much for coming by and visiting. We wish you the best of luck in your race this weekend, today and then again tomorrow.
Yep.
And we'll get together with you and figure out that calendar of all the places you got to go.
Yep. Cross off things on my bucket list for me.
All right.
All right. Thank you for having me.
IGT, International GT, getting ready to go next. You see the cars lined up. We'll have that for you when we return to Barber.